going to continue talking about the legacy of Howard Zinn with Alan Maass. He's the editor of the Socialist Worker newspaper. Mr. Maass, Howard Zinn once said that patriotism is not obedience to the government. Patriotism is obedience to the principles for which the government is supposed to stand. Talk to me a little bit about what you thought Mr. Zinn meant by this.
I think he meant that we don't submit to authority as it's imposed on us or brought to us from above, but that we stand for the ideals that we think that bring people together. I think that's what he fought for all his life. I mean, you know, he was in California not only to take a brief vacation, but to speak once again to a packed audience, as he always did. He was looking forward to that, as well as spending a little bit of time resting. And I think that, you know, that really says something about what he stood for all his life. The idea of trying to agitate, of all people being active and not being passively accepting of what it is that we're told to do, but you know, organizing to try and make the world a better place.
And, you know, Zinn is known for giving a voice to countless of people who didn't have one. What do you think are the most important things that he did in terms of shaping us?
Well, I think, you know, it's really amazing that he's a historian who shaped history. Just what he was able to do in writing a people's history was change the minds of millions of people in terms of, you know, giving people a different idea of what it is that American history is about. Both, you know, some of the crimes that aren't taught to us in ordinary history classes, but also the struggles to change the world, the struggles from below, ordinary people coming together to protest and to resist. I think that's really crucially important. But the other part of Howard is that he not only chronicled those struggles, but he was a part of them. He was a part of the struggle of labor when he first took when he first worked in the shipyards in New York City. He was a part of the early struggles of the civil rights movement. Really had a front row seat to that great Titanic battle in the South to end apartheid in the American South. He came north in the 1960s and was immediately a part of the struggle against the Vietnam War. And played an important role in that. I mean, anytime you saw a demonstration, you know, you look back at the pictures of the demonstrations in Washington or Boston or New York City, you'll see Howard Zinn's frame on the speaker's platform speaking out against militarism and for peace. I mean, that's what he stood for. I think it's really, you know, an incredible legacy that he leaves behind.
All right, Alan Maass, thank you so much for sharing your thoughts with us today.